Hey, what's going on, my gambling family? My name is White. This is the White Shadow Podcast. I get information from a lot of different areas: props.cash, StatMuse, ESPN, and the Score. I take this information, use my experience in gambling, which probably over 30 plus years, and I put some things together and I come up with some great picks. I won over $100,000 on FanDuel props, putting together a crazy lineup. And I use information, but I also use my own knowledge and what I do, and just the way I think about the games, and just come up with some interesting picks. So I wanted to put together a platform where I could kind of put out my thoughts and what I'm thinking. And if it adds any value to you, please subscribe to the channel. More picks to come. We're going to jump into this first game. It's going to be April 11th, a Tuesday, and this is the play-in game. So I looked at a couple stats, and it was a couple things that I liked, and like what I tell anybody. If you like what I'm putting down, pick it up. If you don't like it, leave it where it is. You dig? So let's just jump right into it. The first pick that I want you to look at is Trae Young. Trae Young traditionally has a bad game against Miami, especially in Miami. And I don't know if it's who's sticking him per se, if it's Jimmy Buckets, or it's just a defensive scheme that they use. He just doesn't play well. In the last 5 games against Miami, he's averaged 15.4 points, 5 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. Now, let me just give you a little context of why that in Miami he plays different. His last 5 games, 20.4, 1.8 rebounds, and 12.8 assists. And that's just, random different teams' last 5 games. So it's definitely a big difference. They have him slotted at 20.5. That's where his points are. I would tend to go under that. All his stats are lower when he plays Miami. So I just want you to think about that, and I would go under on the points. My next guy, DeJounte Murray, his running mate. DeJounte Murray has only played Miami twice in Miami as part of the Atlanta Hawks, but his last 5 games in general against Miami in Miami, he's averaged 11.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 5.6 assists. And this is his average, his last 5 games, just his last 5 game average: 20.2 points, 4.8 assists, and 4.6 rebounds. So when I look at his splits at Miami, what he scores and what he does, and his last his last average in the last 5 games, I'm looking at his rebounds and his assists. His rebound average is around, against Miami, is 5.8. His assist is 5.6. So any combination of that, I think they have him at 10.5 rebounds and assists. I would take that over. Next player, Clint Capella. He's had an average. He plays average in Miami. Bam Adebayo definitely gives Clint problems. Clint has averaged 11.4 points, 12 rebounds a game. Excuse me. And also, his last 5 games in general: 10.5 rebounds, 8.6 rebounds, and 1 steal a game. If you're looking at anything, they have Clint Capella's points at 9.5. I would take that over. I think he gets more points than that, and I would even throw a little something on a double-double for Clint Capella. My next guy, Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy ratchets it up a little bit in the playoffs. But let me give you Jimmy's stats at home against Miami. Last 5 games, 25.4 points a game, 7.2 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. His last 5 games overall: 23.2 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 7.4 assists. If I'm looking at what Jimmy's doing, I definitely would go over on Jimmy's points. If they have Jimmy at 24.5, I'd go over that. He averages 25.4 against them a game, and it's the playoffs. You're going to get playoff Jimmy. So all his stats, just take a look at them, but I'd go over on the points. Bam Adebayo, his running mate. Bam has averaged 6.2 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. Overall, 13.2 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. I really like Bam's assists, and I would couple that probably with his rebounds. They'll probably have that somewhere around 10 to 11, but I take his rebounds and assists and definitely think he would go over. Playoff game, he's going to rebound very well. He's definitely going to assist, and so I'd go rebounds and assists. Next guy, Tyler Hero. He's averaged 4.14 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, and 3.8 assists his last 5 games at home against Atlanta. Overall, his last 5 games, 5.4 points, 15.4 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. I'm looking at everything Tyler's doing. I would go. His points are 20.5. I go under that. He hasn't really had a good year, and even his last 5 games. His last 5 games at home. It's been 14 points. His last 5 games point average has been 15.4. So he go well below this 20.5. I know it's the playoffs. He could get hot. He could get cooking. He would have to show me that before I would put hard-earned money on that. So I would take Tyler Hero under. And once again, I use, like I said, I use props.cash, I use StatMuse, I use ESPN, and I also use the score. I take all this information and I have my own system that I'm actually putting together and formalizing, so you could kind of just put the player in and you'll get the information. I'm working on that now, but just wanted to show everybody these are the picks for the day. If you like some of these, I wouldn't say pick everything. I'd say take 1 or 2 that you like, put them together, and then see what we got. I'm reaching back here. I'm going to show you the board just so you can see it ain't just cap. I put everything up, man. I put everything up. If you can see behind me, I'm going to just get up, step back a little bit, just so you can see what I'm doing. I got Trae Young under 24.5 points. I got Jimmy Butler, his rebounds over 6.5. I got DeJounte Murray. I'm going to go 10.5 over rebounds and assists. I got Bam Adebayo, rebounds and assists. I got him over 12.5. Tyler Hero under 20.5 points. He's been going under the last 5 games and the last 5 games played against Atlanta. Clint Capella, 9.5 points. He's went over that in the last 5 games against Miami and his last 5 games in general. So that's what I have. I'm still working. If anything else comes out, I'll damn sure post it. Let's get this money. Let's bet responsibly. And let's get the bag. White man out.